Hi, I'm Jale, and this video will be about August 2019's black new supermoon in Virgo. Okay, now I wanted to do a really kind of snapshot, short, edited insight into what this new moon would be bringing. And yeah, that's why I kind of took a few days to look into this, because I knew there was an energetic vibration attached to this new moon that was, they're saying, distinct. So that's how they want to describe it, and I would agree. So I don't want to go too much into how I kind of figure this out, but obviously I meditate every day, and there's been a lot of dreams that I've been having. Now obviously we've got Neptune in Pisces at the moment, and there's a planetary body that is very connected or near to that at the moment, and the more I've looked into this, the more I felt there was something a little bit different about this new moon, and it was today in fact that they confirmed it to me. Now there's a bit of information coming up that I want to kind of talk about moving into the next few months, but for the moment this is what the snapshot today is going to be what they want me to deliver to you guys. So in case you don't know me, I'm Jale. I would probably describe myself as an intuitive wayshower. I'm psychic, I channel information, and I also look at astrology. I'm definitely not by any means a professional astrologer. I would call myself an intuitive astrologer. I see three-dimensional images and planets and interpret the information and the energies that are presented to me. Don't know why I'm being so serious. It's not that serious, but it's good. I feel like this new moon that's coming now, obviously depending on where you are in the world, for the UK and I know certain parts of America, it will be the 30th of August, moon in Virgo, and depending on whereabouts you are, obviously that will vary. Now as I said, I was meditating a few kind of days ago, and I could feel there was a very strong pull. I was getting a lot of information through, and now I've got my laptop back. I'm hoping that I can kind of give some more insight into this. So where do I want to begin with this? Okay, so the new black supermoon. Now obviously I don't want to go too much into basics. I don't know how much you guys all know, but this is a kind of a really great gateway here. This is a big kind of chance to look at a few things between now and leading up to the end of this year. At the moment, I feel there's a very strong influence, and I kind of want to say, because it's the way that I'm being given it, I want to say the star of the show at the moment here is Lilith. Again, I don't want to kind of break this down too basic because I don't know how much you guys know, but Lilith at the moment is currently very close to Neptune, and I want to say she is in Pisces. Now, towards the end of the year, this is about to go into Aries, so that is the completion of a 9-year cycle. Now, there's something very special about Lilith in this black new supermoon, okay? And I'm getting excited because there is a sense of freedom being delivered to everyone, okay? This doesn't have to be, now she's a very feminine, she's associated with very much with feminine energy, okay? So what is a feminine energy? That's the empathic parts of us. That's the gentleness, the sensitivity, the tolerance of people. There is a total wiping of the slate that is going from my information. Now, obviously you might listen to this and think, no, sorry, don't get it. That's not what I'm getting. That's fine. I'm not going to sit and try and change people's opinions. This is just information that I've been given, and it will be for the people that it resonates for and with. If it doesn't resonate with you, check back in. Maybe a sort of another video will resonate, and that's fine. Again, it's not, you know, everyone gets different information, and this is the information that I've been given. Again, if you want a more personalised reading, I'll have all my information in the description box below. I do certain work, energy healing. I do a little bit of astrology, intuitive astrology, psychic work. And I'm also going to be offering personalised readings in relation to this also. Again, I'll talk about that a little bit later. But back to Lilith. Lilith is very much the about the emotions. This is about sentiments. This is about doubt and negative behaviors. This is about the subconscious energies of self-undoing. Okay, so because we're in Neptune, and obviously there's an illusionary side to this, and because it's in Pisces, this is very deep. We've got so many layers that could be almost being resolved here. So if we've got any karmic past life energies that are coming up, this is totally a reintegration of those. This is a cleansing, this is a recalibration and a reintegration. Now, this is the thing. I had a quick look at this is all channeled when I was doing my meditations. It was like I was getting an energy attached to the new super black moon, and I wanted to double check my information, as I always do. As much as I trust everyone up there who helps me and guides me, I'm not an idiot. You know, I'm not going to just blindly. I mean, obviously I know, I work with them, and I've worked with them for 10 years, so I know the information they give me is accurate from my own life, if that makes any sense. But I wanted to deliver this video with a little bit of compounding information to almost solidify the information that I've been getting. So I took a look, and this is where I get really excited, because I'm just like, oh my goodness, no wonder Lilith is coming up so much. I took a little look at the astrological placements for when the actual new super black moon is starting at the most powerful point. Again, for the UK I looked, and I also looked at New York. Now this is, sorry about the lack of technology here. Look, I'm gonna have to just show you my phone. I hope that's okay. So I took a look at this, okay, and I was like, no wonder this is, because they've been pushing me to look at a certain body, and obviously when you're meditating, you're kind of trying to let go, and you're trying to get the information come to you without it being forced. And I wanted to do this video a couple of days ago, and they were going, no, there's more information, there's what now. And again, I can only give you a certain part today. There is going to be another video coming up towards the middle of September. Honestly, when you guys see the bigger picture for this, and I don't want to just deliver it all at once, because I don't think no one's gonna follow it. Even I don't even follow it. You know, I'm not God. So this is really exciting. This is all about second chances. This is about total recalibration, total wiping of the slate clean. If you feel like you've made mistakes in the past, there is a total reshuffle, a subconscious release, a cleansing. I'm so excited. So I took a look at the astrological placements, because I'm a massive geek, and yeah, I was like, I have to show you my phone. So these are the placements that are coming up. This is going to be in the UK at 11:37 a.m. on the 30th of August. Okay, now feel free to pause it and really take a look for yourselves. As you can see, there is a grand Earth trine. Now, obviously, we've got Uranus that's thrown in there. Is this yeah, this is New York. No, this is the UK. We've got a grand Earth trine here, and we've got, sorry about the lack of technological I should have screenshot this and put this on the screen, but anyway, I got a bit excited. Uranus is conjunct our DC in, yeah, look, it's sitting on the DC. You've also got Saturn as well in Capricorn, and then you've got Venus, Mars, Sun, Moon and Mercury all sitting along the 10th house. Now, this is the thing. So obviously already you've got a really strong, practical, grounded, earthly influence to this. This is meant to really root everybody back to earth here. But it's interesting because you've got a massive dualistic kind of energy to this. So you've got Saturn, which is about limitations, control, rules, okay, and it's conjunct Pluto. So already you've got a real limiting feeling going on with this. And then you've got Uranus conjuncting DC. So again, in Taurus. So this could be about finances. This could be about partnerships, limitations within partnerships, social and professional limitations with counterparts, monetary limitations, okay? And then you've got the Sun and the Moon conjunct in Virgo, in 10th house of Capricorn, again, the very masculine energy, Virgo, very kind of introverted energy. Now, this is very much about specifically the sun and specifically the sun and the moon conjunct is very much about the ego integrating with the emotional body. Okay, we've got, there's just such, the energy I'm linking in with is such, it's like I feel like I'm walking through a gateway. Now, can you see you've got Uranus, no, you've got Neptune conjunct Lilith here, and that's in the house of Pisces. Okay, now obviously this is in the 4th house of home, so specifically for the UK. Now again, this is going to vary with country to country. This is just taken from a snapshot of the UK. I have had a quick look at New York. There's still a grand earth trine, but the energetic kind of influences are very different based on the houses, so just bear that one in mind. And actually, if you do want me to have a look into your personal chart, I am going to be doing an offer. It's going to be £11.11 to do a snapshot of what this new moon means for you. Please send me an email if you want to take advantage of that. I can do more in-depth analysis as well as psychic work, but again, send me an email. I'll put all the information in the description box below, and we can take a look at specifically your situation, a more personalised look. So yeah, you've got Neptune around Pisces, so, and then you've got Lilith conjunct that, so this is very much an illusionary energy here. So if you guys are all sat there going, I want to start something but I don't know, and I feel like, because again, the masculine is very much that driven, kind of aggressive, very dynamic energy, and then we've got the more negative influences, I don't want to say negative, but the more subconscious kind of deep-rooted insecurity influence from the feminine Lilith that's coming through. Now, again, I have to kind of, because my guides are going, just make them know, you know, make sure they know. I'm not a professional astrologer. I've studied astrology since I was 13 years of age, okay, off my own back. And because obviously I opened up to my abilities with my intuition, I now read it as a three-dimensional map, and my guides send me the information through. If any professional astrologers are watching this going, well, that's not typically what it means, that's fine. I'm not going to sit and debate you. I'm just listening to my guides that I trust and have a lot of faith in, and I feel like that's something, a message that needs to be delivered. Again, if it doesn't resonate with you, don't live by me. I'm just giving you my interpretation. So have to make that known, because I can feel it. I can feel someone's going to sit and direct or project that towards me. So yeah, we've got a absolutely massive influence from Lilith here. And okay, I can hear again, my guides are saying, yeah, okay, it's not part, or not one of the three, you know, parts of the grand trine that are being formed, but the influence here is crazy, because the 29th of December 2019, she's going to move into Aries, okay, right? Now, this is the end of a 9-year cycle, and not only that, but Aries is the first of the 12 signs, and Pisces is the last. So there's a huge lift, shift, subconscious kind of removing. There's a karmic cleanse going on, okay? And this is almost like a key part of, or almost like a pin in the map here of, this is the start of it. So this new black supermoon, for me and how I interpret it, all this information is, this is the start of a subconscious cleanse within everybody. So even if you're a masculine or male watching this, or you identify as more masculine, this is the feminine parts of you. Again, we are fully integrated beings ideally, so we have both masculine and feminine qualities. This is going to be about the feminine elements, qualities within you that are needing to be looked at in order to really forge forward for 2020, in order to start a really clean, brand new slate. So the interesting thing about this is also Chiron, which is the wounded healer planet, is conjunct Lilith starting in 2020. So this also solidifies this to me. It's like Lilith is coming in here, and she's talking about mind over matter here. She's talking about removing illusions. She's talking about divine feminine power. She's talking about using sexuality for positive. She's talking about sovereignty of self. independence. This is about if you felt trapped, locked up, confused, no willpower, no unable to make changes, this energy is going to propel us forward. It's like we've had 4 or 5 planets in retrograde, moving from sort of April time onwards. Even now we've still got some. We've been kind of paused here in order to really reflect and look at all this stuff that's come up. Okay, Chiron has also just moved in to Aries, so again a huge cycle. I mean, I think it was, from my information, again, professional astrologers probably going to sit there and rip this apart, but this is just from my interpretation. Don't live by me here. This is just from what I'm saying, okay, and what information I'm getting. It was almost like the last time Chiron actually went into and started a brand new cycle is 1066, when I don't wanna, they're all laughing at me because they're like, Jale, slow down. Like, I've been geeking out. Like, I write everything down. And I've been sat writing in my little notebooks for so many days. And it's like they're giving me a piece of the puzzle each time. And every time I look at this, I'm like getting so excited because I feel like we're going to be... It's a totally kind of... I want to say a 3-part step to this. This is like mind, body, soul. This is about social systems. I don't want to get too deep, but they're going, no, you have to say it. You have to say it. This is about sovereignty of self. This is about divine feminine and divine masculine within the self. Setting a social agenda. Again, I don't want to go too much into this because I feel like I'm going to put this is going to be like a ticking time bomb, me saying all this stuff, but you know, what's new? What's new, man? Yeah, so 1066 was almost like the social system, the social caste there was total revolutionary changes around that time. And I feel like obviously upstairs they don't have time. It's very different from down here where we are in the physical realm. But there are certain pinpoints and that's how I view astrology, as a map, essentially, as the sort of how things are developing. There are certain pinpoints in the map here that lead us into next step, next revolutionary step, next intuitive steps, okay? And this is definitely one of those things. So if you've been feeling trapped in your job, your career, your relationships, your friends, your friend groups, if you feel like you have been waiting for something, and I don't want to put too much emphasis on that either, going, the planets are going to save us, no, because there does need to be a little bit of work with this also. But if you've been looking at changes within every part of your life, this is a kind of indicator to start looking at those things. And this is the other thing, okay? How do you go about checking that information? Now, it depends on your astrological chart. Again, I'd have to look, send me an email, I can look at this. It really depends on your ascendant, your time of birth, and obviously the placements of each of these planets to determine what exactly is going to be unlocking for you. But there is an unlocking, okay, essentially. There's a very huge empowerment energy that's coming through, okay? Not only that, but we've also, as I mentioned, and I'll show you the sort of chart again, we've also got Venus and Mars that are in conjunct. Venus being the feminine energies and Mars being the planet of action, the masculine. This is an alignment of the male and female. So it's like we're integrating within ourselves, but then we're doing away with all the negative patternings or conditionings or programmings that we've, like, for example, if you're female and you've been growing up to be, a certain way, potentially that could be doing away with that. If you're male, I'm giving examples here. If you're male and you haven't been and this is a really good example, thank you, Spirit. If you're male and you're being told not to show your emotions, don't show your emotions, it's feminine, it's this, it's that. This is a total reintegration and unlocking of this. And I'm totally geeking out thinking about this, because think about how many times you've seen people on social media talking about how they're male and they can't express themselves because they don't want to be vulnerable. Trust me on this. I seriously do not like putting myself out there. I like being behind the scenes. I like, I've got 12th house moon in Scorpio. Like, everything is below the surface with me. So for me to do this, I'm asserting, my guides are all laughing when they're like, calm down. I'm asserting my own femininity onto this as a kind of token of awareness here to sort of start the ball rolling. Because obviously I'm not immune to this. I can't just, I've got to practice what I preach here. I can't just be rattling on about this stuff and then sitting behind a little, because I like keeping to myself. I'm very much, I love my own space. I have a very small circle of people I trust, but this is new for me, and I'm integrating this within myself as well. And I feel like, because I want to keep an open door with these things, I want to improve. This is about improving of life, improving of self. This is about soul path. This is essentially about a huge soul journey, soul pathway that we're being given an opportunity to act upon, and I will grab that with both hands. Okay, so 20 minutes in, let's see. Spirit, what else do I need to be? Okay, so I'm going to pull a couple of Goddess Guidance Oracle cards in a minute to see what energies that maybe you guys can kind of take advantage of, or some insight for you. But I'm just going to see if there's anything else they want me to say. Yeah, they want me to talk about, this is a 3 numerological year. So obviously if you add the 2, the 0, the 1 and the 9, it makes a 3. Numbers hold vibration. So we've got to understand this is all contributing, not just to the grand scale of things in this snapshot of this year, but also moving forward. So 3 is about kindness, joy, growth, creation, mind, body, spirit, the Holy Trinity. Mind, body, soul, auspicious for light workers. So this is going to be a really integral, anyone kind of working with the lighted realms, anyone spiritual, psychics, healers, you're going to be unlocking. This is the thing, if you do this, they're saying don't promise it. If you are honouring yourself here with this information and acting upon this, and that's not the reason I'm doing this either, because again, it's like for every risk there's a reward, okay? And again, starting with the cheesy one-liners now, but it's got to be done. I'm just passing on the information as I'm getting it. This is very powerful for light workers. There's a huge upgraded gifts. The veil is lifting. We're very much integrating with the 3 dimension to the 5 dimension and onwards. The veil is thinning. We are being able to see beneath or past illusion into truth, clarity within our own realms, within our own reality. And it's like whatever integration is going to be happening for light workers, this is going to really help a lot of people. So you could be looking at gifts that are being developed. They're talking as well about healers. So if you're an empath, you could be developing that ability into more healing work. If you have started to pick up tarot cards and you're not confident, you're like, I don't know. This is Lilith is going to really be perfect for this. Again, between now and the end of the year, very much so. So look out for that. What else do they want me to say? And also communication. If you feel like your communication is blocked, throat chakra maybe needs to have a bit of work on that, but the 3 years also about communication of the self, communication of truth, communication of authentic self. So, and also lifting the mask. So if you've been presenting yourself in a certain way and actually underneath it all, you're dying to break free of that, but you're not, it's like maybe a conditioning, a programming, or past life trauma, past life scenario has restricted or prohibited that. This is your chance. This is, again, I can look at Akashic Records and past lives. Drop me an email. Yeah, so they keep talking about illusions as well. So what is a good way of checking what path do I need to take? Is this the right way to do it, or is this an illusion? The best thing I can say to you, because we're in Virgo season, and Virgo obviously stands for the analytical, the intellectual, very introverted. It's like a bit like the Hermit card in the tarot. It's that following your own light. I'm not expecting you to sit and start, going for it. This is not a race. This is a slow burner. Okay, so what I'm saying here is between the new moon tomorrow leading up into Libra season, which is between the 19th and the 20th of September. Don't quote me on that, depending on where you're from, where you're living, where you are in the geographically located. This is it's about looking at that and making plans ready for Libra season, okay? There is going to be another pin in the map around the 18th and 19th of September, but I'm going to do a separate video on that because otherwise I'm just going to bombard everyone with information, and they're saying not yet, so we're going to listen to that. So yeah, so okay, they want me to pull Oracle. Okay, so hopefully that's made some sense, but let's just sort of clarify here and see what they want to bring forward. So this is, now don't judge me, all you light workers watching this, don't judge me, okay? I know this is a really controversial person that I'm about to show you on this deck. This is by Doreen Virtue. I'm going to hold no judgment. I'm releasing judgment from this person. I know she's a very contentious person at the moment. I don't hold her any ill will. I wish her well on her journey. That's all I'm going to say on that. Personally, no, they're saying, they're like, say it. Say it. They're saying no. Let's just say I feel her pain, and I feel like what I've described within today is very synchronicity-esque of Doreen Virtue and her journey, and that's all I'm going to say on it. I feel like, yeah, stick to your gut instinct and your guides and your trust your instincts. That's what I'm going to say. So okay, let's see. Spirit, in fact, we call Lilith. Spirit, I ask you to provide us some clarity here, confirmation of what the collective conscious watching this video now, please, needs to be aware of. What do the collective conscious, what energies for the new super black moon on August the 30th, 2019, what energy will you be bringing through apart from Lilith here? What other feminine energy can we be looking at? What else do we need to be aware of? Right, let's have a look. It's getting really hot. How's everyone doing? I hope you're all cool. Hope you're all good. It's actually really hot still here in the UK, which I'm loving. The only thing is I wanted to put my fan on, but you can hear it in the background. We don't have air conditioning here. Oh, here we go. Interesting. Okay, so this is going to be interesting. This is the message that's coming through most for you guys. Now, again, if it doesn't resonate, not a problem. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you. Okay, so this is the goddess guidance. I'm going to read you the description here. Okay, so this is Bridget here, okay, and look, she's saying don't back down. Look, don't back down. So if you've been having real problems in certain areas and you know this is a reoccurring theme for you and you really want to kind of assert yourself, she's saying stand up for what you believe is right. And look at that fire in her hand as well. And look, she's very much, sorry about this. You've got a real kind of green energy here, heart chakra energy. She's holding fire in her hands. And look, she's got a spear in the background and earth as well. So a manifestation of, again, power here. This webcam is horrific. And look, she's holding that real, it's a very self-assured energy here. Very self-assured energy. Okay, so this is the message from Bridget. It's saying don't back down, stand up for what you believe is right. First, be quite clear about your intentions. Now, that's the other thing I wanted to say. Because you've got a very strong influence with Lilith in this black new supermoon, be very, thank you so much for, you've reminded me, thank you so much. Be very clear on your intentions. If you are falling into a trap of negative thinking, negative self-belief, negative identification of the self, be really careful on the 30th of what you're putting out there, because every thought, I don't want to rattle on about this, but look at the Akashic records for the insight into that. But this is a huge like manifestation. They want me to say portal, okay? Don't put out, be careful what you're putting out there in terms of thoughts, actions, words. Be very careful, because it could manifest. So just be, if you feel like that's a very strong pattern of behavior, look at mindfulness. They're also talking about, again, I don't want to rattle too much onto this, but it's about observing the thought. It's about, don't sort of identify with the thought, just observe it and let it go, okay? But just be very aware of the thoughts you're putting out there. Thank you for reminding me, Bridget. Okay, so it says, if you're unclear, then confusion will lessen your power and force. So again, even then, if you're unsure about what it is you want, the confusion, and again, don't forget, we've got Neptune in Pisces, we've got Lilith conjunct that as well. So again, green, heart for heart chakra, sitting in that heart energy. What makes you happy? What brings you joy? What brings you that opening of that heart chakra? It says, make no mistake, I will guide and protect you, and yet think of the unparalleled rise in your own viewpoint if you're able to stand up for yourself and speak up about your needs and your deepest truth. Now is the time to touch your power, for its heat and whoa. They're telling me to calm down. No, I'm probably channeling her. Now it's time to touch your power, for its heat and flame will ignite your passion, which will propel you forward in countless ways. Even in the face of fear, you can still stand up for your ideals and your truth. Be unwavering and make your stand today. Yes, be assertive. Don't worry about what others think. Trust your actions will work out. Speak your truth. Stick to your opinions and put your foot down. Okay? So Bridget is a Celtic triple goddess. I've got Celtic roots, so awesome. Which means that she represents the three aspects of women: the young virgin, the nurturing and loving mother, and the sage or the wise woman. Bridget is a fiery goddess who tirelessly protects those who call upon her, and she is a feminine counterpart to Archangel Michael's warrior energy. And how weird, because I do... no, they're telling me not to say anything. Charlie, I do connect very strongly with Archangel Michael. That's all I'm going to say. Bridget's temple is in Ireland. She's celebrating worldwide on the February the 1st. The Celtic day is called Imbolc, which marks the beginning. Sorry if I've chopped that word up. Which marks the beginning of springtime and increasing daylight. So this could have been an ongoing pattern from spring as well. Again, look at the kind of the green energy. So guys, just to summarize. Oh my goodness, this is a 32-minute video. I'm so sorry. Just to summarize, stand in your truth, assert your own intentions, set your intentions clearly, stand your ground if you need to, break free of what no longer serves you, and the gifts will be yours. Please send me an email if I can be of any assistance. Information in the description box below. And if you like the video, please click like, please, and subscribe. And put a comment in the box if you want to sort of share your insights. Much appreciated. And that's it from me. Thank you so much for listening and watching. Much appreciated. And I'll be posting Monday to Friday videos. Now, because it's Thursday today, tomorrow I'll probably be doing a daily message. Or potentially a weekend message, they're saying. So look out for that. And then again on Monday through to Friday. Speak soon. Thanks. Bye.